Well, hello there. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can get custom items using an anvil and just renaming swords, like this one, Heart Stealer, and I will get the texture for Heart Stealer. This is vanilla, and it's possible since snapshot 25W03A, which will become 1.21.5 soon. It's cool that they finally implemented this method. Prior to this, you had to do it with Optifine and custom item textures, but now it's possible in vanilla. All you need is a simple texture pack. I'm going to show you mine in Minecraft Tweaks or my Minecraft Dungeons texture pack, where I made but most of the textures and models for the Minecraft Dungeons items. So if you have your texture pack, just create a new folder in your Minecraft folder resource packs. Then you create the folder assets and pack.mcmeta file. What you can put in there is like this stuff. You need pack format is 48 since this version. And you can put the supported format there. It should not be like 15. This is very old. It's like 48 and then all the versions to come. But 48 is the latest version for now when I'm recording this video. So you don't need the language part down here. Then inside assets, you can create a folder called Minecraft, and you can create a folder for your namespace. In my case, this is MCD for Minecraft Dungeons. Inside of Minecraft, you can go into items. So create a folder called items. It's important that you put the S at the end. And in there, you put all the JSON files for the items you want to override. So this netherite sword.json is the file you can see right here. In VS Code, it's my folder structure is on the left here, and under items, there's netherite sword. So I can create a new file called mace.json. And if I want to override maces, I can just copy the stuff from the netherite sword into the mace.json. So what's in here is we can select the component type by property component. And the component we select from is the custom name. So we could also like change the item model based on the enchantments and stuff, but we're going for the custom name. The fallback is model netherite sword. So if we don't rename the sword or the name is invalid, it's just rendering the netherite sword. Under this, we have cases, and that's an array. And in here, we put all the cases, like all the names for our items. Here I only made two. So we have when the name is Heart Stealer, and this is case sensitive, so you have the capital H at the beginning. We use the model type model, and the model is in our MCD namespace under item swords Heart Stealer. If you go in our folder, we go up to the assets folder where we put the folder with our namespace, Minecraft Dungeons, MCD. In here, we have the models folder, and this is the item folder that's referenced here. And under items, I have a lot of folders since I made all the items, but there's the swords folder, and in here are the models that render our item, and in this case, it's heartstealer.json. And the model looks like this. You can create your custom item models using Blockbench. I'm not going to show you how to do this in this tutorial. There are many other tutorials. This didn't change at all. The new thing is the item model override using the custom name. So we can do Heartstealer and Claymore, and when we rename our items to Heartstealer or Claymore, they will use the texture, or they will use the model in this folder. And in the model file, we say textures layer 0. And this one is in Kai's custom stuff item Heartstealer. So I also should change that to MCD item /sword /Heartstealer. Like that's only the case for my Minecraft Dungeons pack. You could also just do your namespace and then put items / your item name. I made subfolders so it's more easy to tell apart. Because now we want to do this for a mace. I already made mace.json. Now I have a folder in here, maces, and those are all the model files for the hammers of Minecraft Dungeons. We're going to use the Stormlander for now. So when we rename our mace to Stormlander, I want to use the model from item maces Stormlander. Okay, save it. And then we can go into the game, press F3 and T to reload. And now we should be able to rename a mace. Oops, I messed it up. I didn't change the override, the fallback. There is no name specified. So the mace now renders the Minecraft item netherite sword. That's not correct. It should render the mace. Like this. Now we have the default mace model. Oops. Now if we rename this to Stormlander. Okay, we still have an error here. Let's check it out. It will use this model. Oh, I made a typo there. Stormlander. Oops. There we go. So now we use the model I made for the Stormlander, and also the item fits in. Yeah, so this is really cool. You can try this out on your own. I can also recommend, if you don't want to make all the texture pack stuff up on your own, you can download my packs or packs from other creators, or especially like the Vanilla Tweaks packs. They are really good and you can get some inspiration from there and see how they did it there. So now that we have our Stormlander, let's add a second mace. So we can just change the other case I made here. And what other maces do we have? I'm just gonna open the folder. Let's go for the Hammer of Gravity. And we can change the model to MCD items, maces, and then Hammer of Gravity, like this. So now it will use this model, and we can check the folder out. This is the .json. Under models, item, maces, there's no S for item here. If we open this, you can see the model is a bit larger than the one I made for Heartstealer. And the textures that are referenced here are in your namespace, then under textures, and then item, and the path you can see here, like maces, and there are the textures. Let's try. Let's get another mace and call it Hammer of Gravity. And it doesn't change since I didn't reload the pack yet. So F3 plus T, and we can see the Hammer of Gravity. So this method only works for renaming certain items, and you have to declare the item you want to override. So I can't name a mace Claymore to override it, since I only told it in the model file for the mace that I can override maces, you know. I would have to copy this to the netherite sword to be able to rename netherite sword's Hammer of Gravity, and then I can get a netherite sword looking like the Hammer of Gravity, but with the stats of the netherite sword, you know. But I don't want that. If you want to get any item using any model, you can use commands. So I'm going to show you how this works. Let's take, like, I don't know, a stick. And I have to change the data of this either by using it in the give command or using an execute command while the item is in a decorated pot. So for the give command, you can see it right here. I'm going to give myself an item. This says netherite sword. I can do any item. I can do like stick. And then square bracket, Minecraft item model. And I put this to MCD sword / Heartstealer. Let's do this for maces / flail. Now I get a mace. Now I get a stick using a model of a mace looking like the flail from Minecraft Dungeons. But it's still a stick, and it has all the stats from a stick, you know. How I did this. In your namespace, I'm going to show it in the Explorer. Namespace, Minecraft Dungeons. You can also do the items folder. And in here I have maces and then flail.json. Now this, I'm going to put it down here. is very simple. It's the same thing like the netherite sword, but in this type, we are not using any type to select the item model. We're just gonna say item model, type Minecraft model, model, the model to use, namespace, and then item folder. It's in model, models, item, and then maces, flail. This way we can change any item using the command telling the item which we want to change to use the Minecraft item model of MCD maces flail. And inside MCD maces flail, we tell the game which model to use. And the textures are in the same location as they were before. So under textures, item, and then there they are. If you want to change the item or a pre-existing item in survival mode, well, it's not possible in survival. You have to use a command, but you can change an existing item. So if I want to use, I'm going to use the blaze rod now. I can put it into this decorated pot. We can't change the item in the player inventory, or I didn't figure out how to do it, but we can do this. Data modify block and then the coordinates of the pot. And we want to change item, components, like the pot only has one slot. It's item and the components of this item. We want to change the Minecraft item model and we set the value to MCD swords/heartstealer. We can also do like MCD maces. And then let's see what other maces I have left. Items, maces, we could do Sun's Grace. And now I modified the data of the pot, and if I destroy it, I get the changed blaze rod out of it. You could do a little data pack for that, but I didn't do it since you can easily change the models using an anvil in survival by renaming, like I just showed you. So this is like quite obsolete now. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. I'm going to show you my folder structure. So you need to have your assets folder, namespace, Minecraft Dungeons in my case, and the Minecraft folder. And under here you have items and then all the items. And also you have the models item folder. And in there all your item models. And then you have a texture folders, textures, item, and then all your textures for your weapons. And if you want to override the vanilla items, you can just use the Minecraft namespace, create a folder items in here, and then put the JSON files here. They look like this. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section or join my Discord and I can help you there if you want to. All right, then see you soon. Bye-bye.